But here we go. We're about to start here for the next. In 3,
2, 1,
Tetris! And of course, as said before, other matches going on CT1. Make sure to have that window open at the same time. That's my general recommended viewing. If you can have both of those open at the same time, you'll be able to catch everything. Again, no spoilers if you are coming from there. If something cool happens, we'll let you know that something's cool happened, but that's all we can do.
I believe CT3 is also still going, but I think CT4 might be done.
I think so too, but yeah, CT3 is still going strong if you want to catch the end of the silver bracket. It's always a riot over there, but we're going to try our best to, well, not make it a riot, but make it fun. We're the fun gold bracket.
CT2, 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 CT2. Try to reload this chat for YouTube. It's kind of stuck.
Yeah, shout out to our YouTube folks.
Yeah. But yeah, so Dillan, we were just talking about Dillan. Only tapper to make the top 16 last year. That's a pretty impressive stat.
Yes, it is truly.
Yeah. But yeah, moving on to our other matchup up top. Myles, who's currently in the lead at 120, Eren at, 122. I guess they're trading leads here. But yeah, Myles, been on the scene for a while. Has an 8 million, has a crasher, right? Is a game crasher, I believe.
Yes.
Which is a pretty big deal. Only a handful of those. Less than 10.
Less than 10. That is correct. Last year, a lot of the game crashers got a commemorative plaque to do that for that because, I mean, it's a momentous thing. Very few people have been able to see that. It's such a momentous occasion that there's a movie coming out about it, about Blue Scooty specifically. Yeah. Tetris Crasher.
You will see a lot of these players in that movie. I believe I saw Myles in the preview, so
yes,
you might even get to see
Eren.
Myles. Oh,
Eren with an awkward double flip there of that L piece. He's trying his best to build around it, but still trying to go, but yes, step too far. Tops out 196. So Myles is going to take game number 1 up on the top here. You know, down at the bottom, Dillan also a bit shaky, but is trying also his best to deal with it.
Okay. That's
Eren's getting some good pieces. Nice vault of that L piece over. That's a very difficult maneuver to do. It might be as simple as pressing 2 buttons to flip it around, but especially that high up, your reaction time and your timing has to be perfect. We're ready for game 2 on the top here, so Eren and Myles want to jump straight into it, and we will let them do so in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Oh, and Dillan's going to top out 251. So Gwafey is going to take game number 1 on the bottom here. So
level 18 is real, y'all.
Exactly.
That's pretty rare in gold to see kind of like both matches topping out at level 18, but it happens.
It was the 2 hyper tappers as well. So that is an interesting note, but I mean, they got here, so they can play level 18, and
it's clear.
The likes.
Yes,
it happens to everyone.
It does. All right, we're
ready to go for game number 2 here as well on the bottom between Gwafey and Dillan in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
But yeah, Myles also very much known as a prominent TikToker and YouTuber.
Yes,
which is kind of awesome. Go follow Myles.
Yes, I'm sure most of you have seen at least one of them. Whether it's a clip of him playing NES Tetris or playing with some sand Tetris kind of thing, I don't know. But yeah, Myles, kind of a big deal on TikTok, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. It was something really funny. I remember in Classic Tetris League one time I was restreaming Myles. He had an early top out. And I told him, how are you going to clip that, Myles? How are you going to make that? I mean, it's short enough to be a YouTube short, but not for content.
You know, I was just thinking, chat, between Adam and I, there's probably going to be a lot of that. One time when I was restreaming this player, you should keep account of that. Because there's just probably going to be a lot of those anecdotes over the course of this couple hours.
We're not race streamers without anecdotes.
Yeah.
We're not commentators without anecdotes as well.
Yep, so going in
this
this
start
game.
here from Eren and Myles for their game 2.
169,000 there for Myles. That's another hey now.
I think that's 4.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. 4, yeah.
Chat,
But,
make a prediction on what we're going to be at by the end of this. We still have, well...
169 again, Eren.
5.
Hey now. Gotta have hey now in there. You can't just say the number.
Hey now 5, yeah.
Speaking of Eren, though, a tapper, which I think, we've probably mentioned several times now, 1.349 PB, million PB.
Yes, so, as the chat is sort of discussing there, so the seed that the player's on, so when we talk about they're on the same seed, the seed refers to, so it's a sequence of numbers and digits that determines what pieces are going to come out. There is many different sequences that can appear, but the purpose of the same pieces and the same seed is that these players will have the exact same pieces come down each and every game. So they'll get the same pieces as each other on every game, and that just ensures that, that it's the best person at going head-to-head against each other rather than just relying on pure...
Not to be confused with the seed number that they are in the tournament.
Yes,
which
it's
is
not
just
to be
their
confused with that.
Yeah. Yep.
But yes, the seed number here, if you're wondering about that, that is the place that they qualified in. So we'll just take, for example, here on the side here, we have Myles, who was seed number 7. So Myles came in 7th place in the qualifier.
Right, and Eren came in 26th. So
yes, so 26th place.
So pretty much right in the middle, almost.
It's how the bracket is determined.
Yep.
You don't get it, but thanks. You don't get it, but thanks. I mean, you'll get it with time. I did not understand what.
Yeah, there's a lot of lingo here. So if there's anything that you guys have any questions on and what we're saying,
nice dirty from Gwafey.
Feel free to reach out and chat. And just ask. Actually, a lot of chatters have been very helpful in answering questions as well.
I think there is some sort of thesaurus or dictionary out there that people have.
Yeah.
So if you want to get caught up with the lingo, just ask around. I'm sure there is a copy.
And we're happy to also explain
yes, we're also
some of
happy.
this as well. So.
We're here for a reason. We
like talking, apparently.
Yeah. And we also like to think that we know what we're talking about a little bit, maybe. We might not get everything right, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, hey, DMJ was called Blue Scooty earlier, so.
That's true. Well, DMJ.
I just had to put it in a couple. Yeah, he did win. So.
He did win. Yeah, he did. There's still, maybe the faded match can happen. Blue Scooty versus Blue Scooty.
Gwafey's center getting a bit high here, but does get a long bar over to the left to bring it down by 2. But very jagged board. Parity not really at a good place right now. And that's another good thing to find, parity. You want to talk about parity?
Yeah, so parity is the concept of basically making sure your board is as accommodating as possible for any potential piece that could possibly drop at any given moment in time. So
Gwafey's right now not very, not a lot of parity going on here.
Yeah, well, especially underneath all that, right now it has a long bar dependency, which would be bad parity, because typically you only want a long bar dependency when you're set up for a Tetris. So
Gwafey's in trouble here, still staying alive. This is survivable, but it will be very difficult. But
oh my gosh,
Gwafey says game on, challenge on, getting some nice burns, doing everything right so far. The pieces being accommodating so far, but how far can Gwafey push this? Still going down. This is down stacking. I mean, we had down stacking 101 last time. This is down stacking 201 right here, right now.
Yeah.
Still going.
Oh my gosh.
Up top, Myles.
Oh no, this is so high.
19 comes to the worst time.
382 will not be enough.
And Dillan is going to take game 2. It's one apiece. Up top, Eren 580, Myles 658. They're on level 21 right now.
Yeah, to return to that whole parity thing, one thing that you can kind of see is if the board is very jaggy, you can probably say the board doesn't have good parity.
Yes. Like, if you have a very jagged board, there's a lot of, like, L and J dependencies here. We got it ready for game number 3, so let's go ahead and get that underway real quick in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! But yes, adding on to my point. So if you have a very jagged board, you're not going to be able to really put, like, if you get a square in a board that is so SZ dependent or so LJ dependent, you're not going to be having a great time. Is it your turn to choke on water, Omen?
Yeah. Well, I did too much growling.
Yeah.
Chat, help me out, I'm dying.
To clarify, Omen is okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, no, Eren!
But Eren is not fine.
727 top out.
Will not be able to be enough, Myles. Taking it 817 to 727.
Well, right now, I mean, that's now going to be...
You can kind of see that look on, dejected look on Eren's face there.
Yeah, knows now that he's 2 down. Myles at match point.
And what an opponent to try to overcome, too. Myles, so good.
Yes, absolutely. So Myles 1 game away from the top 16. Meanwhile, we're ready for game number 3 here. Can Myles close it out, or can Eren try and launch the comeback here? Let's get this thing underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
We have some people in chat saying, give Eren credit for being aggressive, but there's a proper time and place for it. Timing hasn't been great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, aggression is what, puts these players in this position. You need to be a little bit aggressive. Like, you need a lot of aggression to be able to play at this level. But it is a tight balance that you have to have. Because too aggressive means you're just going to top out. And if you're too passive, you're going to lose a lot of ground on your opponent, who is going to take advantage of that and become aggressive themselves.
Or at this level, just being too aggressive could also just mean getting into digs that's going to cost you a lot of potential scoring.
Absolutely, and digs is valuable time lost. I mean, we saw that in qualifying. I was over on CT1 for the second session yesterday. And, I mean, in qualifying especially, when it comes to getting into gold, you have to be as aggressive as you've ever been to get a high seed. And sometimes that can backfire, and if you lose time, that could mean you drop down 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 or more seeds, and that can influence who you face off in those later rounds, and in those early rounds too.
Yeah. Well, we got Dillan with the lead here, 324,000 to 290 over Gwafey. Up top, we got Eren at 183, Myles at 164. And so we have some YouTube chat questions here. We've got, where is Gerald? Could he make it this year? Gerald Freeman, in case you guys aren't familiar.
Yes.
Very, very good. I'd say at one point in time was considered probably a top 10 player. Gerald is doing school stuff.
Yeah.
Grad school stuff, so has decided to take a break for a little while, but does still pop by and say hello on chats and streams. So, yeah, last summer, I believe, was Gerald's kind of last hurrah for a little while.
Yes.
But, hopefully we'll see Gerald back around sometime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Legendary player. So influential in the sort of realm of, longevity as well, in terms of going for things like level counts and everything like that. Gerald is one of the people when it comes to just breaking barriers that you never thought would have been possible or that anyone would have thought to ever go for.
Yeah. Gerald was, I think, actually very well known for trying to go after that 10 million race.
Yes, absolutely. I remember that.
Yeah, that was super fun. That was last summer.
Yes, I remember. Being fairly new to the community then, it was a great time to sort of get acquainted to sort of the upper echelon.
And that chase to 10 million actually happened right here, CTWC's channels.
Yeah.
They hosted it all, so you might be able to find some, probably some games there, or maybe still archived. I don't know.
Yeah, you can find that on YouTube on the CTWC Archives channel, where Classic Tetris 2 is going to be done as well. So if you're looking to do that, well, hello on YouTube as well, but also on this channel, not only do you have the Classic Tetris 2 action that you usually get on Twitch as well. We also have archives of pretty much everything ever that's been streamed on the Classic Tetris channel, whether it is, of course, CTWC, as you know it, all over the years. We have all that, as well as, of course, all our regionals, all our other foreign events like C2WC DAS, for example.
Do you know
that's all archived there?
Do you know Friendlies also is archived over there too?
I believe so, but I think it's also streamed on the Classic Tetris channel too, so there is an archive of that as well.
Gotcha. Is Dillan tapping or rolling? Dillan is tapping.
Yes, Dillan and Eren are hyper tappers. Gwafey and Myles are rollers.
It was center well for Dillan, speaking of Dillan. Oh, in the middle of the drought. Had to make some compromises on the board there for a second. Going to transition in at 546. Still has the center well open. Waiting for the bar. Finally gets it. Tetris for Dillan to go to 573.
You want to know what I got to do? I got to try another one of these.
Yeah, they're good.
Tetris gummies.
Do it. 585. They are trading the leads here in the 19 speeds. Down bottom. And up top, it's 536 to 460. So Eren with a bit of a lead.
If you want to be like me, get one of those. You can get them.
Actually, where do you even buy them if you're not here?
Well, of course, you can get them here. Yes, there is a page available for them. You can get the Power Bear gummies over on their website as well. But I think pretty much almost all retailers will have it, like Amazon, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
In stores as well. They are delicious. I can assure you. I wouldn't, if they weren't delicious,
you wouldn't
think
right
I
now?
would eat them, be skinny, but I'm a very picky eater, and I can assure you they are very good. They're very delicious.
This bottom game's starting to heat up. 727 to 695.
And up
only
top,
about
Eren, 609, still with at least two
wow.
Tetrises to go. With Myles on 520.
That is some pace from Eren.
526 transition for Myles.
Eren doing everything he can to try to put some distance between him and Myles.
Again, Eren needs a win to keep his hopes alive.
And this bottom
Tetris
game
for Eren.
The bottom game's getting pretty hot here too. Like, this is less than 10,000 points between them. They are basically trading the lead with Tetrises.
Yeah, Gwafey and Dillan very, very close. Eren is just trying to pull away here.
0.69 Tetris difference here now.
Nice adjustment of that square piece for Eren, because that J piece was coming, and that was the perfect place to put it.
Gwafey on the verge of a max. Should be able to get it before the transition level 29 speeds. Dillan at 900,000 at 26, actually, down about 6 lines.
There they go. Those rapscallions on CG3.
The rapscallions. Shout out animals.
Yeah. And shout out to the silver bracket. If you want to check that out as well as the same time as here, you can multicast on Twitch and get your CT3 action going as well as CT1. That's how I watched last year. I had all 4 streams up at the same time on my monitors, and I was watching it. If you don't have monitors, that's cool, but max out for Gwafey. Into level 29 now. No, that was done.
That was it. Max out for Gwafey. The end.
But it's not the end. Still in level 30.
Oh, my gosh.
Dillan is in a bit of trouble here. And nope, not going to be able to get that far. Tops out 978.
Turns out, max out for Gwafey. The end.
It was indeed. GG's for Gwafey takes game number 3. So we're 2-1 down on the bottom. Meanwhile, up top, max out for Eren, ahead by almost 200,000 points. Myles on 812. And it's not even like Myles is on poor pace either. Look at that touch rate, 60%. Still very good for this level. But look at Eren, 80%. Yeah. A max out on level 25 at that.
We got a ready.
We got it ready for game number 4. Let's get that underway in
3, 2, 1, Tetris! And
also, Stats team telling us that transition from Eren from 19 or in 18 to 19 was top 50 in CTWC history from over 3,000.
Wow.
So that is like in the top almost 99% or top 1%.
Yeah.
Not top 99%, but in the 99 percentile is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Definitely top 99%.
Yeah, I would safely assume that.
Ooh, Centerwell, 1.176 to 989.
Missed drop of that T piece, but it's not too detrimental as long as Eren can maneuver some pieces around.
Oh, no!
Only so much he can do. He tops out 1.182 million. Myles in a chase down. Needs 1.183 million. 4.5 Tetrises away on level 31. How is Myles going to approach this?
Eren did everything that a tapper could possibly do in that situation with such a good
there's
18.
Only so much you can do. The limits of the game is just going to be relentless. It's going to keep on going no matter what your playstyle is. Gwafey's board is a little bit shaky here. Could maybe get a split triple if the bar comes. It's going to plug with the L. Didn't really have any other options. With the L piece
Gwafey's animated expressions.
Gwafey, yeah, the frustration about that. It is a gut-wrenching feeling. I mean, I just call it.
Top game here, getting close.
1.132. Myles now within 50,000 points. Gets the Tetris. Now within 3K. It's 1.183, and Myles gets it. And there it is. Myles will advance
in a
to the round of 16. Get your YouTube and TikToks in, because that's content, ladies and gentlemen. That is content.
Shout out to Eren, though, for putting on a great game number 3 there.
Just a great representation and a great endorsement of the hyper tapping community. Sure, rolling it might be the next best thing, but there's still tappers out there, damn it.
Yeah.
And they deserve to be heard.
Hey.
And they have really been heard here with some great performances there from Eren. 3-0 doesn't speak volumes to how well Eren did.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And we got another tapper still alive here.
Eren's a bit mixed on it, but you did well. You did well. You got this far.
Shout out to Eren for all they do in the community, too.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Gwafey 249, Dillan 325. So they're still going on, still going strong here. They're on game 4 right now. Dillan in a must-win situation, not only to keep his hopes alive, but I guess Piper Tappers as well.
Yeah. Line 69 here for Dillan. What's the hey now counter at?
6.
Hey now counter's at 6. Ooh, so much bigger now. 395 to 300,000. So Dillan, the tapper, in the lead.
That's the other good thing about these Power Bear gummies. I can snack and commentate at the same time because they're not taking up too much sort of retail.
You can kind of get away with it without being.
I'm not going to Gwafey on 347.
Like sometimes I'll eat when I'm restreaming because I don't have time to do like eating and restreaming, so I'll like do both. And people are like
doing
what you eating? And I'm like, oh no, people could tell.
Yeah. I mean, there's people who make their living off of like eating on stream, you know.
That's true.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah. Maybe there's your next gig, Adam. You gotta try some ASMR eating.
No.
What's your favorite food that you've had since you've come to? This is your first time in the States, right?
Yes, it's my first time in the United States.
What's been your favorite meal so far?
I really like the Shake Shack that we had yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We had Shake Shack last night.
Yeah, we got Shake Shack yesterday. We took a bit of a break after all the qualifiers ended, and we went out, got some Shake Shack. It was delicious. Gwafey, hang on. We'll talk about Shake Shack later. Let's see if Gwafey gets out of this first.
Gonna try to shake. Right out of that.
Those that clutter off of the well. Now just waiting, but now has to cover again. But it's something that's gonna be fixable with 3 burns. Gets a double and a single for it, and now just needs that bar. There it is. Tetris Gwafey back to Shake Shack.
The important things now.
Yes. Yeah, but it was great. I got a chicken sandwich there. There was some great fries there too. It was really good.
Yeah. I actually got a shake, which was really weird, but still pretty good.
Nice fits there from Gwafey.
Yeah, Vitz, now can they fulfill it? Yes, bar, Tetris. 494 at 127. Ooh, transitions coming. Dillan with a huge lead, though, right now.
5 Tetris lead as Gwafey goes in at 5:02, which is a great transition score in its own right.
But 636.
But 636 is 636.
All right, stats. Where does 636 rank?
I'd say pretty good.
Yeah, probably. The Z piece is ranking pretty high right now in my mouth.
You got a Z piece?
Shout out to, Power Bears.
Oh, interesting move there from Dillan with that flat long bar, but it works out, gets the Tetris. Interesting in a good way because it set up the board a lot easier and made everything a lot more accommodating.
Yep. Is having to take some burns here, though. This is giving Gwafey a chance to...
Went to Shake Shack and then get burger. I mean burger.
I got a burger.
I call everything, because, it was a chicken burger, but I just call them chicken sandwich.
Chicken burger. Interesting. Is that a thing that you do in Ireland?
A bit, yeah. We call a lot of things sandwiches.
Sandwiches, yeah. Well, it is a sandwich.
But I will say burger, of course, but...
Gotcha, yeah. No, I did have a burger.
Kind of
it was good.
Lingo.
The burger was good. The milkshake was Oreo funnel cake.
An Oreo funnel cake, yeah.
Yeah, that was different, but it was good.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish it because it was like too much.
I mentioned it might kill him, but it's gonna taste good.
Yeah, guys, chat. If I die, it's gonna be Shake Shack salt.
This is a clarification that Shake Shack are not going to be responsible because.
Oh, right, yeah.
Omen is fine.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not dead. And neither is Dillan or Gwafey. See that transition. 751 for Gwafey, 801 for Dillan. Gwafey did cut that lead down a little bit. Now only down about a Tetris and a half.
Yes, it is almost at the point. Now I can probably say yes. It is neck and neck right now.
Neck and neck counter at 2. We'll say 2 because we did neck and neck earlier in the day.
We did it earlier, yeah. We got to get all our... Well, what is your favorite classic Tetris cliches, chat? What would you like us to sort of... From the old sort of greatest hits?
Micro adjustments has got to be my favorite. I love hearing micro adjustments.
Yes.
What's yours?
What's my favorite?
Yeah.
Let's see.
What?
It's either got to be neck and neck or, of course, Boom Tetris.
Boom Tetris. That's such a iconic one that I don't do it very often. But do I get permission now because of CTWC?
Well, you're here.
I'm here.
You're here, the home of Boom Tetris.
Yeah, it feels like maybe I should be allowed to do Boom Tetris now. But I just it's such an iconic thing. Like I just don't even.
I don't think anyone would be mad at you. But there it is. 991 for Dillan. 944.
Boom Tetris for Gwafey.
There you go.
Into
Doesn't
29.
it feel great now that you're here at CTWC? So I'm gonna call him to Tetris.
Oh,
Gwafey
another one.
Tetris. That's
max out.
Look at how close it is. Less than 2,000 points separating these players. It is back and forth. Every couple seconds, the lead's probably gonna change.
Wow.
Level 29 now for both players. Here we go.
Gwafey has brought this one all the way back.
But now the question is, can Dillan keep up? Dillan's giving it everything he's
yes.
got.
Remember, this is level 29 speeds as a
nice
tapper.
Nice bolt of the L piece. Dillan's still going.
He's
4,000 points. Are you kidding me?
Wow. And Gwafey in the future, too, by about 10 lines.
It might just come down to one player making mistakes. Nice square double there from Dillan, keeping that board as low as he can. Nice skim there, double skim of the bar. Nice T-piece maneuver. Oh, but doesn't get that T over.
Oh, no! So close, but that will be...
What a performance for Dillan there. Unbelievable stuff. And Gwafey will advance to the round of 16.
But once again, the tapper putting on a show here in the round of 32. Dillan.
Yeah, give it up for both these players. Both these players deserve your support. Incredible
What a
Tetris on
match.
display.
Dillan wasn't even rolling, speaking of stereotypical things to say.
Yes. Tap is not dead.